Gemini, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a two-part reading for you. All right, so part one is going to be about you. Part two is going to be about someone else in your life, all right, and how you are relating to that person. Okay, so we're going to start with an astrology card and see what this is about for you. And then we're going to get a feelings card, how you're feeling about the situation, good or bad, right there. And then we're going to get some tarot. All right, there we go. Situation, what you're manifesting. When I say what you're manifesting, this really boils down to how you've been thinking about yourself, about the situation for the last week, the last month, or the last year. So this is your thoughts bring things to life. This card represents the details of the situation and then the guidance. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. What do we have? All right, so we have the numinous. This is, again, these are astrology cards, and this is about a mystery. So there might be something that you feel is a mystery within you or around you. You might be dealing with something that, you know, you just can't find the answer to. The unknown, all right? You might be dealing with the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, a universal truth, oneness, source, this shadow work, okay? So it's almost kind of like you might be experiencing some magical things happening around you. You might be experiencing signs and symbols. You might be experiencing spirit, okay? So that's interesting. How are you feeling about this? Look at that, consciousness. Whatever's going on here is, I feel like, raising your overall consciousness. All right, Gemini? And then what do we have here? The Emperor. So card of Aries. But this, right, this card is about, can be about control, or it's about surrender. So we're talking about the unknown, the mysterious. You know, are you looking to control that energy, or are you looking to surrender to this energy, to the unknown? The higher vibration of the Emperor is about surrendering. You know, and when you surrender, it allows you to raise your consciousness or raise your awareness. Something big here is going on for you, okay? And it feels like a positive thing. So what is it that you're manifesting in this situation? All right, so we have Four of Cups. So Four of Cups, we've got 3 empty cups, and then we have one big, beautiful cup there. So what do the 3 cups represent? The 3 empty cups. You know, it feels like this could be an awakening for you, okay? Some level of awakening. If you're watching tarot, you probably have opened your eyes in some way to the spiritual side of your life. What does the Ace of Cups represent to you? What is it that you love right now? What is it that you love within yourself? What is it that's filling up your cup emotionally? Whatever those 3 empty cups are, it's like that's passé, that's over, that's done. Are you focused more on what you have lost through maybe opening your eyes to a spiritual consciousness, or are you more focused on what this raising of your spiritual consciousness is bringing you? Because I feel like it's bringing you something that you love. What are the details around this? Look at that, Queen of Cups. This is my card of love. This is also a card of Scorpio. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. You might be dealing with an Aries. This is about love. You might be experiencing a taste of unconditional love in some way, okay? And it's through this unknown. You know, it's through something that feels mysterious to you. It might be, you know, it might be something where you're experiencing spirit, or you might be experiencing other realms when you're sleeping. You might be having an out-of-body experience. It's tapping you into love. We know that because we see the Ace of Cups in this Four of Cups. There's something about love here, about surrendering to unconditional love, maybe showing your cup of love to the world. You know, what it is that you love doing, what it is that you are inspired by, what it is that you love to create, showing that to the world. What's the guidance here? Eight of Pentacles. There is some effort required here. There is some spiritual work required here. Let's start there. Let's see what the work that is required here. Three of Wands. So I feel like the work is actually patience. It's expansion. Three of Wands can definitely be a card of waiting and expectations, but it's also a card of expansion. So the work here is allowing yourself to expand in a new level of consciousness. So what is it that needs to be surrendered here to raise that level of consciousness? Whoops. Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is, if this feels like potential mission, like the unknown is about possibly what you are needed to do on this planet right now. So if you have had recently a new inspiration and you thought, you know what, that doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? That would be, you know, that's like out of the blue. Yeah, it's something that has always interested me, but do I really have time to do that? I feel like you're being called to surrender to some type of recent inspiration that you've had of something that you'd like to create, something that you'd like to do, something that you'd like to share of yourself, okay? That's what this raising of consciousness is about for you. That's what the unknown, it feels unknown, it feels maybe a little bit scary, but it's ultimately about bringing you closer to unconditional love, which is source, the source within you, the inspiration within you. And when you tap into that, you know, it's really challenging to stay in that energy, but when you tap into that, you know it. It's like everything just feels like sparkles and sunshine. It feels euphoric. It feels amazing. It feels like life just suddenly gets incredibly easy. Everything feels aligned. If you've never experienced this, it feels like a fantasy world a little bit. It feels hard to believe. But, you know, that's why, you know, when I reference sometimes, like, there are certain ways that we tap into this higher consciousness. You know, sometimes it's through the astral plane and we meet up with passed on relatives. You know, sometimes it's through amazing coincidences that all come together in some miracle of ways that you could have never imagined, that brings some type of loving energy towards you. You experience unconditional love that way. You experience unconditional love through some of the magical connections that are out there. I feel like Source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is going to great lengths right now to give people tastes of the unconditional love of God. And sometimes that comes through a person, sometimes that comes through a situation, sometimes it comes through your dreams. But I feel like that's what this is about. That's why it feels unknown to you. That's why it feels mysterious to you, because you might be very close to an experience like this, and you're being pulled in that direction to get that taste of unconditional love, which honestly very rarely exists in this plane. Okay? And I don't know why that is, but that is, and I'm talking about something that is just far above and beyond anything, any type of love you experience here on this planet. Once you get a taste of it, it's like nothing else compares. And that is what we're talking about here, a raising of consciousness to experience a love that is uncomparable. And again, it may not come through another relationship, although it may. All right, so let's see here. Page of Cups. Look at all of these cups. So I feel like there's a little message, some type of mysterious message that comes to you. However it happens, again, signs, symbols, through another person, through an experience, there is a message that is coming that you will recognize, or this is something that has recently happened to you where you're really taking a second look at it. Queen of Cups, the world. It's like the universe, the world is showing you what unconditional love is. That's exactly what we were just talking about, and it's coming to you maybe through in a small way, but it feels like a bigger message than what you originally thought it was. It could seem very small, but when you really put two and two together, it's much bigger. It's coming from the universe, and it is about unconditional love. It's about showing you how to fill up this Ace of Cups, to fill up your cup completely. This experience will fill up your cup, and it'll give you that euphoric, I can't believe this is real feeling. This is a big deal. It's expanding you. And again, one clue for you here is surrendering to an inspiration that you have had recently. That inspiration might have come from a message that you received. Okay? All right, so let's see what we have here. All right, so we want one yellow card, and then we want a pink card. Wait. Big, happy changes. All right. So I feel like maybe this hasn't happened for you yet, but it is coming, and it produces big, happy changes that I feel like you can't even imagine. And you know what? It's hard to believe until you experience it. That's all I will say. It's hard to believe until you experience it. But when you do, you will know it hands down. All right. That's part one. That's for you. All right. So we'll see what part two is about. This is a big one for you. You know, we'll see what part 2 is about. You know, maybe this message is coming through a person for some of you. All right. So we'll see. So I'll see you in part 2, and we'll see what this is all about. All right. Talk to you then. Bye.